Concerning the Iranian US-Israeli war, I have listened to a lot of comments saying it was very unnecessary for Donald Trump to have gone into the war with Iran. Personally, I think those people who are saying that did not really understand what is going on in the world, because they believe that Iran was not a direct threat to the United States, that it was Israel that actually pulled United States into the war. And a lot of people are telling Donald Trump to pull out of the war and leave Israel alone in the war, or face the consequences, because Iran was not a direct threat to the United States. Let me take you. I remember that Iran, they wanted a kind of approval for the building of their, nuclear bomb or nuclear weapon or nuclear facility site. They wanted approval, but unknowingly to the other countries of the world, that Iran has already been building this nuclear weapon or nuclear facility for a very long time, for close to 2 decades now. They've been working on it, building it underground, because most times you hear Iran, even on their daily basis, even from the beginning, it's like as if it's into their school curriculum. You hear them chanting death to Israel, death to America. And they had this focus that when they are able to, get approval for this nuclear facility, whereby nothing will stop them, they will bring it into existence and actually use it. Use it on humans, use it on Israel, use it on America, use it on other countries. Now you are saying Iran is not a direct threat to America, but just look at this simple analogy and look at this simple scenario. Now that Iran has a problem with Israel and America, see the way Iran goes as far as even sending missiles to Qatar, sending missiles to UAE, sending missiles to a lot of neighboring Arab countries, bombing their oil facilities and bombing some of their facilities. And they are in denial that it was the American facilities, American bases, military bases and embassy that they were sending this missile to. You can see the mind of the Iranians. These people, the so-called ROGC of Iran, that is the governing body of Iran, took a long while to strategize on how they will use their nuclear weapons and nuclear facility to destroy other countries of the world. But it was so unfortunate for them that the America, this Donald Trump regime was so bold to come out and face them one-on-one. Imagine a country that is cruel to its own citizen. Is it other countries' citizens they will not be cruel to? Imagine a country that can finish close to millions of their citizens, eliminate them, buy them. Is it other countries' citizens they will not be cruel to? So for those that are saying that they are not a direct threat to the America, they should remember that they keep chanting death to Israel, death to America. That is one of their slogan on a daily basis. In short, according to the Iranians, they said they were they suffer in their country, no good social amenities and all that the money that their country was making from oil and the natural resources, that they were busy using it to stockpile nuclear weapons and to build nuclear facilities, so that at the end of this day they will use it to rank themselves as one of the #1 countries of the world, and if possible they will use it to they use it against other countries of the world, especially the same America and Israel. And Israel was so fast, because they already understood that despite the fact that Iran was their neighbor, was also with them in the Middle East, but they were so fast to know that Iran was not joking and Iran was not playing, and Iran, with the kind of their mindset and the kind of leaders they have, they can go to any length to do anything to hurt Israel. And with that, Israel was not joking by eliminating a lot, almost had eliminated a lot of all the leaders of Iran today. So today you see that, even look at the Straits of Hormuz. Look at what is happening there. Iran went to block and stop the movement in the Straits of Hormuz, but America has called on different countries, even on the Arab nations, on the European countries, to come. It called on Britain, called on France, called on different countries to come, let them join hands and open the Straits of Hormuz. Other countries are afraid, but as at yesterday, I think America went as far as doing it on their own and trying by all means, because they did it before during the Gulf War, and I think they are going to do it again to make sure every mine they might have buried under the seabed, they remove everything and open the Straits of Hormuz for other vessels, because that takes about 25%. I think 15 to 25% of all the oil that is being, that travels to other countries. for economic reasons, as in for sales and all that in the world, oil vessels and all that, takes through that Strait of Hormuz. So America has gone as far as taking the challenge on their own. Donald Trump has taken the challenge on himself to make sure that that Strait of Hormuz is economical again and is navigated by vessels bearing oil to other countries.